there. Tracy Ellis Ross was there. There were a number of celebrities that were present at the event. But one thing that was very clear to me is that it sounded like to me that people weren't as concerned about what Kamala is going to do for them, although we'll get into a couple of things that are brought up. They were more concerned about moving towards a place of positivity, moving away from negativity and identity. That's what it seemed like. People were just willing to accept the fact that she may not have a plan. They just want to move away from the hatred. And to that, I will say this, and everybody needs to hear this. We'll get to some of the other clips as well. I think what Donald Trump is doing this time around in 2024, trying to reiterate some of the messages that he had in 2016, and that's not going to work this time around. Because I saw a video on Twitter of, he was at a rally and he was talking about describing Palestine is that they're trying to run on that same rhetoric that they had in 2016. And it does not feel like a lot of people are going for that this time around. So that is something that I think people really need to pay attention to. Like I said, I watched the town hall and it seemed like to me, people just wanted to focus more on positivity. People have told me to my face, like, well, I don't know if Kamala is really going to do anything different, but I don't care. I just want to get away from the negativity. People have told me that to my face. Whereas someone like me, I want a candidate that's going to implement change. Like, I want change. And it seems like so many people are upset with the previous Trump presidency. And the big issue that keeps coming up is the overturn of Roe v. Wade, that they are willing to look past the fact that a Kamala Harris presidency may not implement any change. They just don't want that, the hateful rhetoric. They want something that's positive. Now, I hate to break it to them because I think we're going to see, if Kamala wins, I think they're going to see that other side of Kamala that some of us have seen. Because I think Kamala may have to be even more, or feel she might have to be even harsher, a little bit more forward, a little bit more assertive and aggressive than Joe Biden. And I feel she probably thinks she's going to have to do that for people to take her seriously. So I sincerely hope people don't think that just because she's a female, that she's going to be nicer. Okay? Because I don't know about you guys. How many of you have ever had a female boss? How many of you have ever, like, you had a male boss and he might have been kind of strict or annoying or whatever. And then you had your first female boss and you were like, this is going to be so much better because I have a female boss. And then you realize, damn, my boss is a bitch. How many of you ever had that? I've had that. So I hope people don't assume that just because she's a female that she's going to be nicer, because I don't think that's what, remember, she was a prosecutor. So there's that. Now it's funny, they were entertaining celebrities. Meanwhile, Jill Stein had this event today, a conversation with the Black Panther Party, past and present, in Seattle, Washington. So while Kamala Harris is at this town hall and there's all these different celebrities, you know, streaming in virtually, et cetera, and like, we want joy and yada, yada, and I want a woman president.
Hey, man.
Jill Stein and Shama Sawant was there meeting
over there on Kick and shit, man, because I be seeing that y'all be checking my streams, man. I appreciate y'all, because I'm not going to lie, like, my focus don't even be on Kick and shit, but I be seeing that. I be seeing y'all, and I appreciate y'all jumping in the comments, man. And I'm gonna add y'all when I get around to it and everything. I just wanted to jump on here to let y'all know, man. I appreciate y'all too.
Celebrity thing. which is not what it should have been.
And God
especially
bless
that
America.
They're in Detroit. You're in Detroit. So where are we now? Gretchen Whitmer came to the town hall. And I want you to hear the warning that she gave to people about Michigan. I'm telling you guys, Kamala does not have it in the bag. I know they keep showing you the polls on CNN and MSNBC, and they're saying, look, she's ahead of Trump in Michigan now. She's ahead of Trump in Pennsylvania, yada, yada. She does not have it in the bag. That's why they're coming after the third party candidates, because they know they've seen the numbers with the Muslim voters. So listen to what Gretchen Whitmer says. She gives a warning to people about Michigan.
Isn't that a notion? And what can Michigan do to help get Kamala Harris to the White House?
I think we've got to do the hard work. In 2016, we were short 11,000 votes. That's 2 votes per precinct, which tells you that a conversation you have with a loved one or a neighbor or a fellow parishioner, whomever in your life you can talk to, we've got to do it. Do something, as Michelle Obama said at the convention.
Well, this is what we're doing tonight. We're doing something. Thank you for allowing us in your state. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So did you hear what Gretchen Whitmer said? She said it's tough. It's still going to be tough in Michigan. And she knows that. So last time, 11,000 votes. Could be more this time around that they lose by. And in comes Kamala Harris. This question here about the border. So they did allow some of the audience members to stand up and ask a question. So this gentleman here is going to ask her, what is her plan for the border? Again, I just want to tell you, the question is, what is your plan for the border? Here's her response.
For you is, when you become president, what would be your specific steps? Yeah, of course. What would be specific steps to strengthening the border?
So it's a wonderful and important question. You know, my background was as a prosecutor, and I was also the elected attorney general for 2 terms of a border state. So this is not a theoretical issue for me. This is something I've actually worked on. Okay. I have prosecuted transnational criminal organizations. When the United States Congress, members of the Congress, including some of the most conservative Republicans, came up with a border security bill. And here's what that border security bill would have done. It would have put 1,500 more border agents at the border. Let me tell you, those border agents are working around the clock. It would have just been about giving them some support and relief, which is probably why the border agents actually endorsed the bill. It would have allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl. And I'm looking at people from all over the country here. So I don't need to tell
Have you guys noticed that this bitch still didn't answer the question?
Has done to families, to kids.
Still haven't answered the question. This bitch is a tap dancer.
Coming into our country and addressing.
So again,
danced all around that shit, didn't she?
The question was, what is your plan to fix the border? We all know that drugs are coming in through the border. We all know that, Kamala. We all know about, because you've said this so many times, about the bill that failed because Donald Trump called the Republicans and told them not to pass it. Now, from what I understand also, there were other things that were part of that bill that people didn't agree with. But the reality is, Kamala Harris was assigned to the border the moment that Joe Biden and Kamala stepped into the White House in 2021. That was her assignment. Why did she wait until this bill was introduced, which was what, just a couple months ago? Why did she wait till this bill was introduced just a couple of months ago to try to get something accomplished with the border? I still remember the interview with Lester Holt. I still remember Lester Holt asking her,
that's what I want to know. That's what I want common folks,
probably one of the more calmer, nicer,
with common sense to ask themselves.
Commentators. I don't think he's as harsh or mean with people.
Toy with the idea of voting for that bitch. How?
And she said, well, no, I haven't been to the border. So
that's what hold on, I got to pause this a second. I got to pause this a second to say this, man. And I'm saying this to black folks. To my niggas, right? I want to point something out and shit. I pay attention to Kamala Harris. I'm trying to relax. I'm a little high and shit. I'm on time and shit. I got to catch a movie with my daughter and it's already 10 minutes past, so I got to go. Why when she came to Chicago, when she came to see us, this bitch brought an abortion bus, dog. This bitch ain't bring no job plans, no resources, no motherfuckers for people in our city to network with and shit. She ain't bring none of that shit, dog. She brought a fucking abortion bus. I swear to God, that's what I want y'all to think about. This bitch brought an abortion bus to us. And when she went to all them fucking cracker towns in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, she took her rich motherfucking friends to network. But to us, that bitch brought an abortion bus. That's what I want you motherfuckers to think about. An abortion bus. Fuck Kamala Harris. And fuck any of y'all if you vote for her. I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers talking about you ain't supposed to let politics separate you. It's not politics, man. It's fucking ethics. For those of you who don't know, our fucking birth rates are in decline. Black American, white American birth rates are in the fucking tank. And as far as like conspiracy shit goes, because I'm going to tell y'all something that y'all might not know, like about COVID. Man, that shit was engineered. Because as far as like its effectiveness, its fatality rate, that shit, it didn't bother Jews. And it didn't fuck with Chinese. Well, it fucked with Chinese, but the two most resistant races was Jews and Chinese. And you know the two races that was most acceptable? Black Americans, white Americans. And guess who fucking birth rates are in decline? Black Americans, white Americans. So y'all better get over that motherfucking black-white shit, you dumb motherfuckers. And start paying attention to what's going on in your fucking life. It ain't no fucking secret. These people hate us. They hate us. And both sides of you dumb motherfuckers too stupid to see it. Whether you black or white. Because I hear dumb shit coming from both sides. Meanwhile, we got an enemy. These bitches tagging up. This bitch done got every celebrity in Hollywood. Every millionaire. Every corporation, everything is pushing that bitch in our face. And they still don't tell y'all motherfuckers something. We sitting here arguing back and forth. This bitch shouldn't even be a thought. Just a month and a half ago, the fucking world hated her. We sitting here dealing with these motherfucking migrants in our goddamn neighborhoods. Well, y'all neighborhoods, I'm not gonna lie to you. You couldn't, that shit would never happen where I live. But this bitch is currently responsible for this shit that's going on. And you motherfuckers are entertaining this shit. And even more crazy, y'all ain't paying attention. They trying to flash to put in everybody's mind, Kamala winning, Kamala winning, Kamala winning. She got momentum. No, she don't. You motherfuckers, the ones who done been to her events, y'all see how the world feel about that bitch. You know why everything telling you she winning? Because they already preparing to steal another fucking election. Why you think they brought them goddamn migrants here? Remember they said they wasn't going to be able to vote. They won't have rights. And they done gave these motherfuckers walk around with like 10,000 on their cards. These motherfuckers getting licensed, getting free houses, getting registered to vote. And this bitch is doing it. And you motherfuckers are entertaining. So, man, oh my God. How fucking stupid can we be, black folks? This bitch hate niggas. Trying to tell me she love black people when she married to a motherfucking Jew. And ain't no black kids came out her motherfucking pussy. All of them evil ass motherfuckers that hate their skin. Y'all don't pay attention. I'm talking about the Oprah Winfreys. I'm talking about the Whoopi Goldbergs. These bitches hate niggas and love Jews so much that they changed their nigga name to Jew names. And they made sure not to goddamn it have no nigga babies. But you motherfuckers clapping and cheering for them like they some goddamn heroes. Ain't no fucking celebrity a fucking hero. They actors, and they acting on our stupid ass. It's a fucking shame. It's a shame that they can even present that bitch to us. It's a shame how fucking stupid we are as a fucking people. That shit is so blatant. This bitch pulling out every trick in the world. Every fucking celebrity. Shake her ass everywhere. Ain't got no fucking plan for nothing. I don't give a fuck about a plan because the bitch is in office right now. Where them actions at? And the only thing she can campaign to you niggas about is your reproductive rights. As if she cared. As if she cared. She don't want shit but for you to kill your motherfucking baby, you dumbass nigga.